Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, Road to Retire, the channel where I try to retire early, doing various side hustles. Pretty self-explanatory. So we're wrapping up 2023. As I record this, it is December 27th. Hope everyone enjoyed their holidays, and I know I had a great holiday season. I got very fat, so needless to say, I'm excited for next year's 40 and 40 challenge. I'll get into that later. But we're talking about these 6 side hustle websites that got me over $13,000 this year. Now, this is no bull crap. I'm going to show snippets of every single one of these 6 sites. So to prove that I only earned it this year and that also it is not anyone else's account, or I'm not just making up numbers or whatever, I've earned over 13K from these 6 websites. And if you are interested in any of these 6 websites, you can just click on my channel, look at the videos. I have videos going full detail into all 6 of these side hustles, multiple videos on all of them. Let me make sure. Yeah, I have multiple videos on all 6 of these side hustles. So if you're interested in learning more, by all means, just look at any of my other channel videos. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I'm not going to go too in depth with all of these just because I have so many videos on all of them. So I'll give a little bit of a snippet what it is and where I see myself doing it in 2024. But we're going to go from smallest earner to largest earner. And again, this list of 6 is not every single side hustle that I've done. I'm not including my video game sales that I did this year, which I had a whole video of. You can watch that. And then I'm not including any of my consulting, my external consulting for another company that I do on weekends. I'm not going to include that either, just because it's not a website that everyone has like access to, like I'm about to list on these 6. So let's start from the smallest earner in 2023. That is Connect, and this is a research. It's Connect by Cloud Research, I believe, but this is a survey website. It's very similar to Prolific. It has taken some of the surveys away from Mechanical Turk, which I'll get into in a bit. But Connect is just a survey site. Pretty much anyone and everyone can sign up for it. And if you're qualified, all you need to do is get $5 worth of surveys done, and you can cash out to PayPal. If you have $25, you can do it directly to your bank account. And if you just want an Amazon gift card, I believe you can do any amount at that point. But I do PayPal, so I have to get a minimum of $5 in there. And on Connect, I have earned $71.18 this year. And you're going to say, like, why do you even bother? If you've earned over $13,000 doing pretty much any other side hustle, why are you going to focus on this one? Well, it's just something that I can do in my spare time. If I have a couple extra minutes, I'll do quick surveys, and they add up. And $71, you know, that probably came from about, I don't know, 5 hours of work. So it's not like it was very grueling or grunting or anything. You do have possibilities for bonuses with these surveys. Is it a great website? I think the user interface is awesome. It's very easy to cash out. It's instant to PayPal. You're not going to be rich, obviously, doing this kind of site, but it's easy money, and that's pretty much all you can ask for when you're asking for a side hustle. Remember, these are side hustle websites. These are not like 9-to-5 websites. This is not career websites, although a couple of them can be. We'll get into that later, but these are perfect supplemental 9-to-5. So it's like I work a 9-to-5 and I work an hour away when I do go into the office. So I have very little time when I come home from work, and I have a child on the way next year. So it's going to be very frantic. And survey sites like this, I can make a little bit of money on the side and not have to do much effort. There's not much thinking involved. I just answer to my honest abilities, and we go on from there. So even though it's not going to make you rich, it's not going to make you a lot of money, I highly recommend Connect for a quick buck or two, some beer money, if you want to call it that, or maybe gas money would be a better one. But I recommend this website. I have videos on it, but it's not going to make you rich. Everyone knows that at this point. It's a nice alternative to Prolific if you can't get into that. So let's get on to the next one. All right, the next highest earner is going to be surprising to a lot of those who followed my channel for a while, but that is dataannotation.tech. That is the 5th lowest on this list, but I talk about this website all the time on this channel, and that's because I believe it's one of the best freelancing websites out there. And a lot of people honestly do replace their 9-to-5s with this type of work, because the tasks that I have are paying over $30. Well, they are paying $30 an hour, which is paying a lot more than a lot of places around the country, like a Target or a Walmart or anything, or Taco Bell if you want to work fast food. $30 an hour is an extremely respectable pay. Now, obviously, there's no benefits or anything, and you have to worry about your own taxes, so a lot of people don't like doing that. But if you just lost your job, this website is a great income replacer, as I like to say. I've only earned $727.55 on it this year, and part of that is just the reasons that I explained earlier, is that I'm running out of time to do these type of websites. I had more time earlier in the year, and at that point I was focusing on remote tasks, which I'll get into. But dataannotation.tech, I've earned a healthy amount of dollars, 727, and there are a couple days where I'll just randomly go off and like I have a video where I earned $75 in one day. I've already earned $100 in one day on DAT. So you can make a lot of money on this website. The hardest part is probably getting accepted, as many people have found out. Once you pass the starter assessment, there's no real like, oh, you'll hear back in 2 days or whatever, or you'll get feedback, or you'll have to try again or whatever. There's really none of that. You just have to take the starter assessment and then pretty much pray that you get put on projects. But once you do get put on projects, you need to consistently work on them in order to get more projects. And I want to highlight this because I am down to my last project on DAT, even though I have been consistently getting work for a while now. And my favorite project, I have no task to work on it. Now it is holiday season, so maybe things are just slow right now with projects, and I'll reboot in January. I'll keep everyone updated. But right now I only have access to one project, and it's not necessarily my favorite, but it is paying $30 an hour. So if I need some work done ASAP for some money, I'm going to do that. Now keep in mind, dataannotation.tech does take 7 days to pay out for their hourly stuff, so it's not like it's instant. It's not like you can see the money come into your PayPal account instantly or anything like that, but it is very good, consistent work if you are doing the work. One of the highest paying freelancing websites that I've ever seen, honestly. It's just I haven't had much time to do it, and when I have had free time on the weekends or whatever, I was doing consulting work, which is paying me $50 an hour, so it doesn't make much sense for me to focus on something that's paying $20 an hour or less when I could be making more when I'm doing stuff that's like giving away your time for money. At that point, you might as well be making the most for your time if you're not going to do something passive like YouTube, which I'll get into later. So I earned $727.55 from data annotation in 2023. I'll be looking to make some more in 2024 and keep doing videos on that. It does very well for my YouTube channel, which I'll get into, but that is the second highest earner of the year. And let's get into the third one. Now, if you thought data annotation being that low on my list was surprising, you're really going to be surprised when I say Mechanical Turk. Amazon Mechanical Turk was actually higher than that. So on Amazon Mechanical Turk for the year, I have earned $824.25. So that is how much I've earned throughout the year. There's the snippet to prove it. And people are going to be surprised because Amazon Mechanical Turk, and I've said this in many videos on my channel here, that it has gone so downhill. It is so hard to get good, consistent paying work. Yet here I am making more Mechanical Turk versus DAT. And that's just a factor of I haven't really taken DAT seriously until like, I don't know, summer and fall of this year, while I've been doing Mechanical Turk for years and years now. So I was doing work in January, February, March, April. So even though I was only making, maybe $60 a month or whatever, I was still doing it at a much longer clip than dataannotation.tech. So I have made a little bit more money on there this year. And people are always going to say, why do you even bother with sites like Mechanical Turk? And it's the same reason that I gave for Connect, because it's easy, it's brainless work, it pays out within 3 days, so it pays really fast of when you do your work, as long as your work gets approved. I do consistently get work on Mechanical Turk. It's just not high paying, and it's not like super consistent. Like I'm usually able to earn like $3 to $5 a day if I really want to on Mechanical Turk. Now people are saying like that's just not worth it. But again, it's something where I can have it on the background. And it's like if I'm doing work, even on my 9 to 5, and if I get notification from Panda Crazy that there's a hit available, I can just scoot over and do it on my backup laptop. And I don't really have to think about it. It doesn't really take much time, and I can earn some money that way. So it is, again, like a supplemental. It's a side hustle to my 9 to 5. I'm not considering this income replacing by any means, especially not anymore. Maybe back in like 2017, 2018, you could almost make a living off Mechanical Turk, and I've seen people have made thousands and thousands of dollars off the website. It's just really hard nowadays, unless you have a master's, which is like impossible considering they haven't given away those in like 5 years. So it's really hard to get good, consistent, high paying work in Mechanical Turk. It's going downhill. Surveys are going to Prolific or Connect. So even the surveys are going away from the site. There's only like a couple requesters that I consistently work on. So if they go away, my earnings on Mechanical Turk will probably be zero, and I'll have to just completely abandon the website and stop wasting time. But I've earned over $800 this year from it. I've had a year where I've earned over $3,000 from it, but I don't take it as seriously anymore. It's just more of like a, hey, if something pops up that's quick and easy, I'll do it. And I'm not going to put much effort into the website otherwise. So there you go. There is the third highest from the year in Mechanical Turk. Let's get into the next one. The next highest on the list is Remote Task. Now, this is a website that I have so many videos on my channel about. So if you want in-depth videos of all the problems, all the successes I've had with the website, by all means, click on my channel, look at the other videos. I have a ton of videos on Remote Task, just like I have a ton on dataannotation.tech. But Remote Task, and this all came within like a 2-month period, I earned $2,318.53. So it might sound like, wow, that's a lot of money for 2 months' time. What happened? Well, again, I'm not going to get too in detail with it, but basically, the project that I was on was pretty high paying. It was paying like $20 an hour. However, you can get bonuses, which would kind of boost the hourly rate to like $35 an hour if you did enough. And first of all, even if I did have access to these higher paying projects still, it's just the same thing as DAT. I don't really have the time given my new 9 to 5 that I have, and it's just it's more taxing on me in general, and it's just I don't really have the time for these pay to do websites as much as I would like to, as much as I did back in March when I was working on Remote Task. But the basis of my problem was they made workers reviewers, and in order for the reviewers to get paid well, they would have to change stuff. And when they change stuff, the people who worked on projects are just doing the task, it would come back as like negative feedback. But it was kind of like a bad loop, because it's like the reviewers want to get paid more, so they would change stuff even if it didn't need to be changed. And then the worker gets bad feedback, and then it's a never-ending cycle like that. You would rarely have it where a reviewer would just say, okay, all is well, because they feel like they won't get paid as much. They feel like they need to justify their reviewer position. And also, like, if you're paid by the hour as a reviewer, obviously you're going to take more time to change stuff. You're not just going to let the clock run for 20 minutes and say all is good, not change anything, because then that would be suspicious. So again, you can watch any of the videos I have on Remote Task on this channel to get the full breakdown of that. But it's just one of those websites that was so promising early on. Like I said, over $2,000 in 2 months. And then I have not earned a single penny from them since like June or whatever. And even the task that I was on that I kept getting empty queue, which was like drawing boxes around pupils whenever they blink or whatever, I got kicked off of that for quote unquote low quality, even though I've only done one task my entire time. I got kicked off for low quality. I think it's just I haven't done much consistent work, and they just kicked me off the project for that. So I'll keep everyone updated if I get any projects assigned to me in Remote Task. But right now, I don't even have an empty queue for a project. I have empty. I'm not even assigned to a project right now. It just says no active projects. So I'll be real interested to see if I get included on any other projects. But because their rating system is so weird, like it said, it's like it booted me for low quality, but I only did one task and it got paid out and approved. So it's like, how could I have low quality? But it's just like, I feel like, you know, once you go in the system as low quality, you're not going to get other work. So it could be just like a domino effect of crap, which I feel like is the appropriate analogy for Remote Task. It's just domino effect of crap, but there are plenty of people who have made thousands and thousands of dollars on Remote Task. They've stayed on the good side. You can make money on this website. I implore you, if you are desperate for money, you can try a website like Remote Task. Just be warned, you could run into issues for it being long-term and consistent, but there's no harm in trying it. And they are accepting other countries outside the United States, at least I believe so. You might not get the same projects that pay as high, like the AI stuff, but it's worth a shot. You can make money, and until you get booted, you might as well give it its fair shake, right? Because that's what I was doing. Made over $2K in 2 months. Thought it was going to be a great side hustle for the rest of my life. Didn't turn out to be the case, and I have a feeling that's what a lot of these side hustle websites are going to be. it's going to feel really great early on, and then as time goes on, they get worse and worse. They start paying more, it gets oversaturated. Whatever the case may be, it never seems to be long-term. The only thing long-term is if you get a 9-to-5 or a career. So let's get on to the second highest paying website this year for me in Road to Retire. So the second highest website for me in 2023 is the Amazon Influencer Program. Quite simply, it's where you review products. The videos go up on Amazon's website for whatever product you review. Like, let's say this like lemon lime soda or whatever was on there. I could do a review of it. Hey, and if it's longer than 30 seconds, if they watch the whole thing or at least 30 seconds of it, and then they go on to buy the product, I will get paid a commission for it. And again, I've done so many videos on the Amazon Influencer Program, probably around 5 to 10 at this point in my channel. So if you're interested in learning more, just know that it is harder to get into because you need some kind of social media following. Like, I have my YouTube channel, so I have a following, and that's what they want. They want people with a following to kind of push the products and kind of be the marketing for Amazon, so Amazon doesn't have to market for themselves. We as the influencers can influence and market ourselves, market the products to everyone, and do the dirty work for Amazon. But Amazon is very generous with their commissions, and stuff as small as like pens and pencils and toothbrushes, dollar rulers, I have made commission on. So it's kind of crazy to think that anything and everything under the sun is under Amazon. You can make commission on it. And that is why I've made $3,731.86 on this website. And it's going to grow next year. It's going to hopefully be higher than the 4K. And again, there's going to be a couple more days this year. So for my YouTube earnings, which is my highest earner, that's just a sneak peek. And the Amazon Influencer Program and all these websites, I'll probably be making a little bit more as we have 3 or 4 days left in the year here. So $3,700 from the Amazon Influencer Program. It has gone downhill from like October, like September, October range. It went downhill a little bit, but it has sneaked back up, and I made a good amount doing selling in December before the big Christmas rush and the end of November, where it was around Black Friday and they had Prime deals going on. Maybe next year when I have a child in the house and I'll have a lot more toys and stuff like that, it'll be a lot easier to make money around Christmas time, just because right now I don't have much toys and stuff. I did review some of my Nintendo Switch and all the video games I have for that, but other than that, I don't really have any like holiday sellers. I try to do as many videos as possible. I'm going to continue doing review videos and adding to Amazon. I have a lot more to do this month to meet my goal of like 250 in a month, which is insane. I'm going to be uploading a lot more to my second channel, which I've talked about. That's an experiment where it's just my Amazon reviews, just post it on a YouTube website and seeing if I can somehow get monetization on there. And who knows, maybe I'll become a reviewing channel on the other web page and get paid for it on my other YouTube channel. Who knows, maybe it'll become a big thing and I start making money on that. But other than that, I've earned a very good amount from the Amazon Influencer Program, $3,700 this year. It's going to be probably close to $5,000 next year, as I started in May of this year, and my numbers have gone down. I need to keep doing more videos of it, but I am absolutely motivated because I've seen what other people have made on the influencer program. Some people are making north of $10,000 a month on that site, and I know what the earnings potential is. I got this beautiful ring light that's shining on my face right now. You can tell my past 3 thumbnails have been a lot better. I can zoom in on my face and do a close-up image rather than this stupid Facebook image where I have that I crop my mom out of that I've been using now for the past couple months. So I can finally do better high-quality reviews as I have the light, and I can use my cell phone and just showcase the product like this with a big, beautiful, bright light in front of me, and it showcases the product well. So I'm going to be doing a lot more videos. I'm going to be posting them to my side hustle, my second YouTube channel, to see if I can somehow get monetized. So you're going to be seeing a lot more upload videos probably tonight. Honestly, I'm going to do a bunch. I'm going to dump a lot, but Amazon Influencer Program has been great to me. I've done many videos on it. So if you're interested in learning more, click on the channel and watch those videos. So let's get into my biggest earner, which I talked about a little bit. It's YouTube, and let's say how much I earn. So I was not ever expecting to make this much money on YouTube this year. I started uploading videos, I believe around like March or April of this year, under the Road to Retire moniker, when I wanted to pay off my house as quickly as possible. Now with my new truck, my thinking has kind of switched gears. And the whole point of this YouTube was to talk about the side hustles I'm doing, see if we can get some traction. And oh boy, did we. We are closing in on 14,000 subscribers. Never in my life did I think I would ever be making any kind of substantial money on YouTube. But here I am in the year 2023. I've made $5,342 on YouTube in this year alone. And again, monetization only started, I believe, like May of this year. So I'm going to have a full year under my belt next year. I'm going to try and make $10,000 from YouTube next year, but it's just been insane. I started out making like $1 or $2 a day, and then it ramped up to like $10 a day. And I thought that was pretty much the peak for this channel. I thought it was going to be around $10 a day. And in my head, I'm like, wow, $300 a month. That's pretty awesome. But before you know it, I had $40, $50, and even a couple $60 days in there, as you can see on the wild chart there. It's crazy to think that last month, now this month's going to be a little bit shorter just because my videos have dropped in views. Also around Christmas time, like the views drastically drop, and I haven't been posting as many bangers as I did, I guess, early on in my YouTube career here. But last month I made $1,400. This month I'm on pace for about $1,200, maybe a little bit more. So it's gone down. It's the first month where I've actually decreased. However, if I can get even $1,000 a month from YouTube, that is insane. I'm highly motivated. It's why I got the ring light. It's why I upgraded the microphone here. So anyone can make money off YouTube. You just got to put in the work. You got to find a niche that everyone seems to be interested in, and side hustles is absolutely one of those things that everyone's going to get interested in, especially going forward. A lot of people like me, like millennials and Gen Z, are finding that they just cannot afford anything, and any additional income is welcome. So they're willing to bust their ass for extra money just to make ends meet, and that's what I feel like I'm doing. Even though my goal is to retire early, at the end of the day, I'm happy if I can just pay off my debts as soon as possible. Maybe not even retire early, but live a more comfortable lifestyle with my wife and my future kids, hopefully kids plural. But I want to make their life a lot easier than my life was growing up. So I'm hoping to provide for that at least. And if I retire early, well, then that's just a beautiful side effect from doing all of these side hustles and my YouTube channel. So like I said, this YouTube channel has brought in over 5K for the year 2023. I'm running the experiment on the second channel to see if I can get that somehow monetized. Who knows, maybe I'll do some crappy, shady stuff through Fiverr, just try and get it monetized and see if I can make money on that. We'll see. So here is the spreadsheet just to show that I made 13,000. So there's every single website that I've talked about here, all 6 of them. And as you can see, the total is $13,015.37. So it's been an awesome 2023. I'm hoping to make $40,000 next month. Next year. It's going to be really crazy. I'm doing the 40 and 40 challenge. Is it the 40-40 or is it the 30-30 challenge? Oh my gosh, I'm running out here. I don't know if I made it the 40-40 or 30-30, but either way, if it's 40-40, then I want to gain 40K from side hustles in 1 year. And I want to lose 40 pounds because I have back issues. I have polycystic kidney disease. So got to try my best to be the best possible parent I can be. And for that to happen, I need to not have inflammation, and I need to lose some pounds here so I can constantly bend over, pick up the child, and attend him as best as I possibly can. So also the 40K that I hope to aspire next year, obviously the influencer and YouTube, I'm going all in because that alone earned me $9,000 this year. So I can greatly scale those up to higher amounts, hopefully. And then that's not including the contracting work that I do on the weekends, which I've been making $50 an hour. But again, that should be ending in April. That's when my contract is up with them. So we'll see what happens from that point forward. But hey, the goal is to make as much money as humanly possible, pay off my truck as fast as possible. I'll be doing videos all next year of the progress that I'm making, paying off my truck as soon as possible. My beautiful Toyota Tundra that I absolutely went into a crazy amount of debt for. Never in my life did I think I would have over $1,000 for a car payment, but I fell into the American trap and I test drove it. I loved it, and I fell sucker to everything. Went with super high interest rates. Very idiotic, not gonna lie. However, the YouTube earnings, the side hustle earnings are going to at least attempt to fully pay for this truck. So I am extra motivated, see how fast we can pay it off, and hopefully make good content along the way. So Hope you enjoyed this content. It's Road to Retire. Hope everyone has a happy new year. Hope you've had a good Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever holidays you celebrate. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see everyone in the next video. Cheers.